Hello guys, we are back with our next lecture. In this lecture, let us go through metrics of our design model. Guys, this is also the concept that I didn't understand that much in detail. So I'll be just giving you an overview of this method and we'll be discussing. Okay, so this is the last topic of this lecture, guys. So basically remember one thing. I did discuss the things in the reverse order, guys. So first we should discuss about this. After that we need to go through the source code metrics and the testing metrics. After that you need to move on to maintenance metrics, guys. So but I wrote in the reverse way, so I am explaining in the reverse way only. Okay, sorry for that. Okay, so basically designing. So when we will be designing, guys, you can say that designing architecture matrix or anything. So we will be doing designing once analysis phase is done. So here you will be selecting some particular architecture, or based on some kind of concerns you will be converting the whole analysis and architecture. You will be converting it into architecture model, guys. So once you are done with the architecture model, you will be then converting it into components. Okay, so it focuses on the characteristics of program architecture and effectiveness of the modules or components within an architecture. Okay, so card and glass defines. So these are the two scientists, I think. So defines three software design complexity measurements, guys. So they gave three complexity measurements for design analysis. So the first one is a structured complexities, the second is data complexity, the third is a system complexity. Okay, so for each and every one we are having some formulas, guys. That's it. That is more than enough for you if it is given for 3 or 5 marks, guys. If it is given for greater marks, so please refer any textbook or somewhere so that you'll be getting more data, guys. Okay, so structural complexity. So structural complexity of the module is defined as in the manner as S of I is equals to F square out of I. Okay, so whereas F square of I is nothing but number of modules invoked by the module I. Okay, so basically whenever the module I invokes multiple functions, right, or multiple methods, so all the count of the number of items is nothing but F out of n, guys. So you'll be doing the square for it. Okay, so once you are done with the square, you'll be getting the value of SI, that is nothing but structural complexity. Okay, similarly data complexity, it provides or indicates of the complexity in the internal interface for a module of I and is defined as n of I is equals to V of I by F out of I plus 1. Okay, so simply you can say V of I is equals to number of inputs by outputs, guys. Okay, so you wrote V of I, right? So you might be having a question that what is this V of I? So V of I is nothing but the number of inputs by output variables, and then we'll be passing it into the module I. Okay, similarly systematic complexity. So it is defined as the structural and the data complexity. It is nothing but the sum of them. So C of I is equals to S of I plus D of I. Okay, so once these steps are done, once the complexity is done, then we'll be moving on to Fenton, guys. So this concept is really easy and simple. So the thing is that suggest a number of simple shape metrics that enable different program architectures to be compared using a set of straight lines. Okay, so basically here we will be saying that size is equals to n plus a, where n is the number of nodes and a is the number of arcs. So if you write for any graph or any tree, it will be following the things, guys. Okay, so initially you will be saying the number of nodes as 6 and the number of arcs as 5, right? So we are having the minimum arcs. So the minimum arcs will be 5. So the total size will be 6 plus 5, that is 11. And the edge to node ratio, so the number of edges by number of nodes. Okay, it is nothing but 5 by 6, that is nothing but 0.83. Okay, so at the end you will be deriving, this is the formula, guys. I don't know from where we got this formula, but this is the final formula which was given in the textbook, so I have just written it for our reference. So DSQI Q1 is equals to sigma WI DI. So it will be nothing but the weight of each intermediate node, guys, in the simple words you can say. Okay, so you'll be inserting from 1 to 6. Okay, so I hope everyone got some basic idea, because I even did not have some clear idea, so I just gave you some basic overview of the matrix for design model. Okay, so I hope everyone got a clear idea. So this is the last video of this particular series, guys. So in the next lecture we'll be just going through the overview of this particular chapter which we have discussed. Okay, thank you, thanks for watching.